But I think the most pressing thing about that day was all the different home visits we were able to do.
下晝咧，我就去訪問嗰啲老壇中心嘅家長。
And able to see what their lives are like.
我哋睇下佢哋嘅生活係點樣樣啦。
And a lot of them have really, really tough lives, right? Just living in poverty.
佢哋喺生活喺困難同埋貧苦當中。
Like they receive no support for their kids.
佢哋嘅細路仔係冇任何嘅支援嘅，冇政府支援嘅。
Like I met a boy who's been deaf since birth.
我睇到嗰個咧係一個細路咧係從一出世就係耳聾㗎啦，聽唔到嘢㗎。
Yeah, the parents can't afford hearing aids.
佢嘅父母係唔可以俾佢冇錢買助聽器嘅。
But he's been mute his whole life.
佢嘅成世佢一直以嚟都係喺沉默之中聽唔到任何聲音嘅。
But you can just tell just how smart he is, how intelligent he is.
但係佢係好聰明嘅。
And after a while, he's just really playful and really fun to be around.
同佢接觸之後咧，佢係好玩嘅，好開心嘅，同佢哋一齊玩。
I mean, so as heartbreaking as it is, I think the major theme was just how much they feel blessed by being part of Eden Center.
佢哋都係覺得可以去到嗰個伊頓中心咧，係好有即係好幸運啦。
Yeah, all the parents expressed just how much it's been great to have a community and having other parents that are similar struggles and just having a staff that's just so kind to them.
佢哋啲家長都好感恩有啲咁好嘅工作人員，同埋佢哋喺嗰度可以同其他嘅家長一齊互相能夠支持㗎。
So some of these families are starting to believe, starting to accept Jesus.
有啲家庭就開始接受耶穌啦。
But others are still on that journey.
其他人有啲人就係未嘅，因為嗰度係佛教國家嚟嘅。
So yeah, we were only going to stay in Yangon for like a couple days.
我哋喺仰光只係3日啫。
Actually, the only time I got to have mohinga was on the first day.
佢一直阿媽一直都想食呢個mohinga，但係只有一餐食到，其他都冇得食。
That's okay. So the next day we had to wake up at like 4 in the morning to catch a flight.
第二日我哋早上4點鐘就起床要趕飛機啊，得一班機嘅6點鐘嘅機只有得一班嘅啫。
Yeah, it was really brutal, and then we had to drive a couple hours through the mountain.
落咗機之後咧，我哋要開2個鐘頭嘅車去到山上邊去嗰個孤兒院。
And you can see Philip just still full of energy. He was like going to the family village, and I couldn't. I had to pass out.
That's why I was sick last week. Yeah. 係咯，都幾辛苦嘅。
But when we got to the family village, I just was instantly just filled with so much more energy because man, they just like greeted us with so much passion and enthusiasm. It was just like amazing sight.
我一去到嗰個兒童中心咧，我即刻就復活啦，滿血復活，因為佢哋係啲細路仔好可愛，好有精力嘅。
They like slaughtered like 2 pigs in our honor as we got there.
佢哋劏咗2個豬，佢哋買2頭豬，劏咗2頭豬嚟請我哋食。
And then they had this like amazing worship night.
佢哋嘅我哋當晚就有聚會啦，佢哋嘅聚會係好熱情嘅。
Yeah, you can't be really tired when there's like 100 screaming kids and they're just all like coming up to greet you.
你成100幾10個學生嚟一齊嚟向你問好咧，咁你真係唔會覺得攰㗎啦。
So the next day we got to take them to the park.
第2日咧，你帶啲細路仔去公園玩。
It was a really cool park. It was I think it's like almost as good as the botanical garden, maybe even better than our botanical garden because it has like a zoo in it too.
好靚嘅公園啊，好過我哋金門公園嗰個叫咩植物園啊，嗰個熱帶植物園。
And I think this Silver Linings has like a really strong standing in the community because we just had like a truck like filled with kids just going through the streets, and everywhere we stopped by, they're just like waving and smiling at us. So I think they know about this orphanage really well.
可能嗰度啲人都知道懷菜中心啊，我哋一部車坐50幾個人，我哋喺路上走嚟走去咧，路上啲人都同我哋揮手啊，同啲細路仔揮手，都識得佢哋咯，應該係。
Yeah, so we were able to play games with them and just have a lot of fun out there.
我哋同一齊玩遊戲啦，即係好開心嘅同佢哋。
And every night we were blessed with just like a home cooked meal in one of those families' houses.
我哋每晚咧，我哋都去唔同嘅家庭食飯嘅。佢哋有10幾個家庭啦，一個家庭係有一個爸爸媽媽帶住10幾個細路仔，佢哋都煮飯俾佢食。我哋去唔同嘅家庭食飯。
Yeah, a lot of need for direct translation for me, but I was able to practice a little bit of Mandarin. I feel pretty proud of that.
嗰度啲細路仔咧講緬甸話，但係都學到好多中文嘅。咁阿媽都學到啲中文啦，同啲細路仔講嘢嘅時候。
But overall, the kids just had so much grace for me, my condition.
佢哋好開心嘅，啲 kids 就一齊。Next page.
Okay, so yeah, the next day is Sunday, and we got to go worship with all the students at a seminary that is like nearby.
我哋第二日咧係星期日，我哋去到嗰個一個神學院嗰度同啲細路仔一齊有個主日崇拜。
And this guy, Pastor May, he's really awesome.
呢個係嗰個梅牧師。
He has an amazing story of faith. Just like being imprisoned and like having to overcome corruption to build this church and to build this school.
佢係克服咗好多喺監獄裏邊啦，同埋克服咗好多困難，就自己起咗呢個咁靚嘅3層樓嘅建築物，係做神學院同埋做教會。
Yeah, great worship service. Very reminiscent of Cantonese service we have here, like standing up and down and saying a lot of different doxologies. But it was awesome.
好好嘅主日崇拜啦，佢哋講廣東話嘅。
And then afterwards, I noticed that they were like serving the community too, just like giving them lunch, like giving people like bags of rice. It was just a really great blessing for everyone around.
佢哋好似完咗之後咧，可以派米咁樣嘅即係祝福嘅社區啦。
But the main event was the Father's Day barbecue that we had to have that night.
星期日晚咧係同啲 kids 仔一齊燒烤嘅。
The whole community just like brought out different like grills. Like everybody was helping. Like kids, every kid was doing something. They were like just trying to make sure that this event went awesome.
百幾200個細路仔啦，一齊出嚟喺度燒烤啦。好似係另外就買咗兩頭豬當堂殺咗，當堂燒嘅。
Yeah, and they celebrated all the fathers like Philip here. Like they all hugged him. It was really special.
嗰日啱好係父親節啦，咁啲 kids 仔咧個都過嚟攬住啲爸爸嘅，我都係咁樣攬啦。
I got so many pictures of all the fathers with just like this huge smile on their face. And just, like,
個爸爸都好開心啊！咁多 kids 仔就攬住你。
Yeah. And then so the next day, it just was a series, like from Monday through Wednesday, we just had like a series of days in the village where we were just like helping them with different projects or like teaching them stuff.
星期1到星期3咧，我哋就同佢哋上聖經課程啦，同埋同佢哋講啲唔同嘅workshop，同埋有嗰個復興聚會嘅。
Yeah, there was like a youth, like the Pastor Andy just gave like great messages every day.
嗰啲年輕人咧，咁我哋同佢講福音嘅。
There was a class on like how to take good photos.
有啲 workshop 啦，點樣影相啊
Yeah, for the staff, and then we got to take the staff out to lunch.
我哋帶啲孤兒院啲爸爸媽媽出去食飯。
And I was tasked with teaching a story from the Bible, so they wanted me to teach about, or I decided to teach about Joseph.
媽咧就有個任務就係其中一個係教嗰個聖經課程係教約瑟。
Yeah, to all the young men, and it was tough. It was double translated, so I hope things got through.
要英文翻譯成中文，由中文再翻譯成緬甸文，咁佢希望啲 kids 仔都可以聽得明啦。
But they showed me a lot of love, so.
佢哋都好中意馬老師嘅。
And that night, Philip gave an awesome message.
嗰晚係個復興聚會啦，咁我喺嗰度講到。
And we were just blessed with just like amazing worship, like every night, just like so heartfelt, so passionate.
每晚嘅聚會都係好熱情嘅，啲 kids 仔係唱歌咧。如果有 video 可以播，佢哋係你可以感覺到佢哋嘅對主嘅熱情喺度。
Yeah, none of the songs were in English, but like you can really just feel just all the spirit moving there.
Yeah，唔係英文嘅，但係可以感覺到聖靈喺度運行。
And then every night was like an altar call. And it's just
每晚都 call 人出嚟嘅，即係叫啲人呼召啲人出嚟。
So the second day of this series of things, like I was blessed. I got to share my testimony in front of all the youth, and yeah, they just showed me a lot of love. It was great.
第二日咧，阿 Mark 就同佢哋講佢嘅見證啦，咁佢哋都好中意阿 Mark。
There was more training for the staff.
然後我哋再俾嗰啲工作人員更多嘅培訓。
More awesome worship and altar calls.
然後晚黑我哋又再做奮興會啦，然後又再呼召佢哋上前嚟奉獻啦。
Classes for the young kids, to the teenagers.
唔同嘅班啦，係有細路仔嘅班同埋有青年人嘅班，分開唔同嘅班。
So yeah, already a very blessed day.
真係好蒙福嘅一日。
But it also